All right, let's do it. Let's get into this episode. I mean, just I don't. What do we want to call this episode, Los? It's heavy. It's a build up. It's a lot of moving pieces. Some questions left unknown. Some strategic moves. We've got another. I mean, dare I say, are we on track for another great season of Game of Thrones coming off the backs of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
Yes.
I don't know if there's too many quarrels to be had once we kind of put this whole season together from episode 1 to episode 8. I think it's going to be a pretty solid masterpiece of work that they've done this year, especially versus say with season 2.
Yeah, and I wish they would get back to 10 episode seasons almost, like, you know what I mean, like if we can get that again. But no, I don't have any complaints, man. This week was it was textbook Game of Thrones. It was just like, again, the mystery,
the
plot, the off-screen plotting, and then, like, you know, the outcomes and the plans not going through, and you seeing all these different people, and it was good. It was good.
What really gets me about this show is that, and it's happened for the last few episodes now, is where when the episode's over, I'm like, when the big reveal happens of, like, you know, with the little kind of mystery behind the scenes thing that you just mentioned, I like have to think about it for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, who was this? Okay, so it was this person who wasn't this person. Like, connecting the dots takes just an extra step of time, and I think I enjoy that. Like, I'm definitely one to really appreciate, like, I don't mind spoilers. I don't mind, and I really appreciate, like, heist movies and, like, Prison Break, where they explain everything from A to Z, and by the end of it, we know how the good/bad guys did what they did to get away with it. And it's and when I have to sit with that for like 5 more minutes and then really go, oh, wow, and that's where we're at. I enjoy that kind of storytelling. So, and this episode, once again, this week does that. So, we open up episode 6 of season 3, House of the Dragon. It's called The Faceless Man. With throwback to some original Game of Thrones plot points and stories. The cult of assassins that Arya Stark joins. It just kind of becomes a good plot point in that series altogether. And we'll kind of get to some of that in this episode as well. But let's just start with the opening.
Oh my God, the best opening ever. 5 minutes in, I was so happy. I was so happy about this. That was like an early Christmas gift, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, we open it up with Criston Cole and his army coming off of weeks or months of just sleeping on the ground, not having anything left but their, like, knapsacks or like a blanket. And it's this weird, it's the Tully's camp. It's kind of destroyed. Not sure what's going on. Let's go check it out. And we get an ambush moment. And so, I mean, just, it is to be outwitted by this little Tully boy. I mean, he's starting to become one of my favorite characters. I like him.
Yes.
I don't know, according to the books or lore of the story, where he ends up or if he perishes in the battle, but just where it seemed as if Cole was at an advantage a few episodes ago, lighting their tents on fire and sneaking into them throughout the night. With one quick, swift action, Tully's ahead of him, burning bridges, setting up the plot, and just surrounding the enemy.
Yeah, playing dead, though. Like, the playing dead and, like, get you in the neck. Like,
you know what's interesting? A lot of people online are asking why, like, the Tullys would sacrifice those men down there, because, like, obviously Criston Cole got a couple kills off. Like, why wouldn't they just surround them anyways? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess that's just a part of war, man. Like, I think that's just how it is.
True.
Man. Sometimes some people are front lines. Like like, or even in battles, like the people that are in charge, they let everybody go ahead of them. You know what I mean? First, you know what I mean? It's not like, so yeah, it's just they're just, infantry. You know what I mean? First line infantry. You know what I mean? That's just their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean though. Like why, but like it got them to think that they had some type of victory, and
just one last
they were down to like 15 guys.
Right, they got
Probably,
like 10 guys left, but we're still standing. One last glimmer of hope. Okay, that makes sense. Just to think that they might have gotten away with it. Okay, and then we get this character just smoking little thing. Her name is Alicent Blackwood, better known as Black Ally, and she is she's a sharpshooting archer and aunt to young Lord Benjicott Blackwood. In the book, Criston Cole is cut down, and they call this battle the Butcher's Ball.
Yes.
He's shot down by 3 Blackwood women archers, but for this adaptation of the show, they just gave it to Miss Allie Black, and so I mean, thank you to her, MVP of the episode potentially. We might have a high tower.
And I just love, like, Criston Cole really thought he was about to have his moment of glory. He's like, he's talking all his shit. He's like, yeah, what's up? Like what y'all want to do?
Right.
I mean, King Kong ain't got nothing off the
right.
And just get shot. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. And it's funny because I'm talking shit the whole time. I'm like, oh, here he go, about to do something dumb.
So
like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, I hate this character. I hate this character. And once he's talking all this shit, it's like, King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
And then boom, shot right through the cheek, right through the face. Yeah, nasty.
I was like,
nasty. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was so critical once he pulled out the handkerchief.
Yeah.
I said, this nigga is still on this woman. This guy still is on this type of time. Like, he still thinks that, like,
that's his journey.
She gonna remember
that's
me.
His purpose, right? That's his purpose. All she's trying to do is get her daughter out of the bedroom. And it was a fool's mission to begin with. He said it himself, but he, in his efforts to, I think, become the realm's greatest warrior, it just kind of probably fell a little short. I don't think they write about Sir Criston Cole when it comes to the historical events of
like, he's not when he's talking about like warriors, it's like, bro, like, we thinking of like Oberyn Martell, we're thinking of the Mountain, we're thinking of the Hound. We're also, and then even like
Daemon Targaryen, and
and even people that we never really seen on camera, like the Sword of the Morning, Arthur Dayne and stuff like that. Like that he was part of like the rebellion and stuff like that, or he wasn't a part of the. I think he's in that. I think he was trying to defend. I mean, the Targaryens, whatever. But like, that's just those names. Like, his name never gets brought up. Sir Duncan, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not on that level, bro. You're not on that level. You're not on that level.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's so a very just kind of a victory for the Green or the Blacks, technically. Just Rhaenyra, and so now they're headed to King's Landing, correct? That's just probably or Tumbleton, I would assume. Might be on the way.
Tumbleton. Yeah, I think they're
gonna end up there. Okay,
yep.
Right.
Yeah, because they mentioned the Riverland people coming, the army coming, and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So he's out. Let's talk about Rhaenyra and Daemon this episode.
More chaos in the court, man.
Yeah.
Chaos in the court.
Yeah. Daemon just doesn't want to be there.
Nope.
He doesn't care. Like, he should be out riding his dragon, burning down enemy towns and stuff. And he's over. I mean, the two new additions are I mean, just comical.
Yo, he killed him. Yo, Daemon was. I laughed at multiple moments in this episode, and Daemon's like, bro, I ain't trying to hear nothing from nobody that is battling with their indigestion. Like, so basically, I don't argue with fat dudes, bro. Like. He's like, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing that you guys. He threw something at him. Like, it was like he was. He is like. It's funny because like he is very valuable. obviously to Team Black.
Right.
Like you need a Daemon
Right.
like on your side.
Yep.
But like he probably should not be in court. I mean, he's supposed to be he needs walking orders and like a duty and something to do. Don't have him trying to deal with the politics because he's gonna act like a 5-year-old, and he kind of derails everything that's happening. And then it's just this dynamic of like, yeah, it's like she's like his mother, and she has to like calm her son down after he's having his temper tantrum, and it's like, and that undermines her, and that's why I say it's chaos because it's like it's a constant like she has to reassure her son almost. You know what I mean? It's like her little boy. You know what I mean? But it's her husband.
Right.
Her husband uncle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And he's upset, like, with everything that she says, you know what I mean? She mentions her father, like, my dad was, "Oh,
There we
here we
go,
go
Viserys.
again,
Yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah,
about your dad," like,
right.
"Oh, I'm out of here, I'm getting the fuck out of here," like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then but she does, she's like, "Hey, alright, calm down, man, like, you said that we need to focus on that, so why don't you focus on that? Like, why don't you focus on what's happening with these gold cloaks
Yep.
and take that's your mission, man. Like, don't worry about anything. I don't need you fighting and losing and whatever. I need you here, handle business here, do what you had to do, but like just just go.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
go. Just go.
And so that's what he does. And I think Daemon doing his little gold cloak impression afterwards, we find out the rest of his guys who haven't died yet just quit. They haven't been paid. They're done with the shit. They don't want to get killed, and they are out. So now he has no gold cloaks, and he's got to figure it out on his own. And this disguise that no one else caught on to, like his hair locks are falling out of the helmet.
Yeah.
And it's this moment where a lot of people online are speculating that it was an actual faceless man. But I don't. If we recall the history of them, they only kill based on what the faceless man god tells them to do, like the mission of
Yes,
their
yeah. The
faith.
many-faced God. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so many-faced god, yeah. And so acting in place and allegiance to the Hightowers or the Green Army would go against that kind of faith. So I don't know if that's been established yet, and or if it was kind of just a nod to Game of Thrones, with this whole little, there's many of us, you never know, you can't kill us all kind of Daemon situation. And just
yeah, and it's just this idea of like just it's the common folk versus the people, you know what I'm saying? And then it's the common folk that never really bent the knee to Rhaenyra, that never really believed that she was legitimate or that she should be ruling. And yeah, so it is dangerous. It's a dangerous task because now you got to fish all these people out. It seems like he's got the main guy, the main orchestrator, but like we don't know. That's the mystery. It's like, well, who else is behind this? Because that was the main guy that was sending the stuff, the ravens back to Ormond.
Right.
So, but yeah, like what and then yeah, how does he reestablish the city watch? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like he was giving that rah-rah. I thought only that old man was gonna quit, and then I seen another guy with the robe in his hand, and I was like, and then I was like, oh damn, all y'all quitting at the same time? God damn.
Yeah, it's I'm curious to see where Daemon's power lies by the end of this season, especially with the battle coming, and then where do the gold cloaks lie? Now the city has no protection. Yeah, it's a very, very vulnerable state that the administration seems to be in. And just then that's pretty much Daemon's actions this episode. But then getting to Rhaenyra herself, I think it's, this episode once again, she just seemingly continues to make the wrong decisions. And it's like, like in the first couple weeks of your term in office, you should be like, things should be on the up and up. And I feel like just everything that she kind of has decided to especially do now in this episode, to set up future events is kind of like, where's your head at kind of situation. And I don't know.
Be specific. Like, where do you feel like she failed at this episode?
Well,
because obviously the one plot doesn't go through, but I thought it was a good plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so. So sending the fake Baratheons to get rid of Daeron, was interesting, and we'll touch on Ormond and that
Yep.
whole thing later. But so that one fell through. But I mean, I guess I'm mostly thinking of just Alicent's
Okay.
and her assuming that Alicent's going to Harrenhal is going to emotionally and physically just murder her own son. And where like
Yeah.
in what have you seen her be harmful before? Have you seen so it's this interesting situation where like what do you think the outcome's going to be? Like Alicent's going to return with a smile on her face and said, "Here's Aemon's head."
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's a terrible idea. And
Well, I think it's more so. I think the plan is though to kind of again, it's to separate Alicent from Helaena, right? Because now that she learns that Helaena is a dreamer, right?
right. And now
And
she's
I think it's this idea of like, all right, man, all right, I gotta utilize her now. You know what I mean, like she's terrified and worried
right.
that I'm gonna kill off all her grandkids and stuff that like that. Like, all right, maybe I keep that fear in her, but then I give her a task, and then it's like she's almost forced to do it because like she has no choice. Like, you know what I mean. So she's gonna do whatever I
Mm,
say, and obviously I don't think it's to kill. Like she's not necessarily the story, but she's just trying to. They're just trying to draw Eamon out. They're trying to find like because people said that he's a Harrenhal, but no one has actually seen him yet. Like
right.
really, so I think it's just to kind of draw him out. He's right now. He's without like we don't know where his dragon's not with him currently.
Yep.
Like wherever Vagar is. So I think it's just a ploy to kind of flush him out, and also is to like kind of test her loyalties a little bit because it's like all right, how much do you really care about this girl? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, how much do you really care about your grandkids? And yeah, you do have Daeron and all that, whatever. But like, yeah, I'm not touching them. Get rid
Mm,
of this kid that fucking killed my kid. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like
Yeah.
help me, make this right.
And now that you said it, now that she knows Helena's a dreamer, she's gonna have a maester with a pen and pencil on her 24/7, write everything down, bring it back to me. I need to interpret this. It's we kind of see that in the sewing that she's doing. I don't know if you got a good look at it, but it was essentially Aemond in a puddle of blood at Harrenhal, and she also had Alicent sewn into that same scene. So Helaena has known for quite some time now because it was a fully
Yep.
depicted quill, so that must have taken her months to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's known about this whole situation like for a while. So I'm curious how now Rhaenyra is going to treat Helaena in the coming episodes towards the end of the season. Um, yeah, that's an interesting thought there. I didn't put those two together. If she
Well, it's funny because
separates,
like her wheels start her like you could see the wheels turning in her head.
right?
And she had a name for it because like
Mensch,
Allison's like, yeah, I don't
she
know,
says
but
some
like
weird
sometimes
shit, then it happens.
it be
Right?
happening, and she's like, she's a dreamer,
Yep.
so it's like,
Done.
oh,
Yeah.
like you don't even realize like your daughter has power,
Right.
like, and so and that's what she's realizing. She's like, all right, she has power. I'm not gonna kill her like necessarily. I want to get any
Be
information out
silly.
of her.
Mhm.
She could be a resource. She's not threatening. You know what I mean? Like she's not probably gonna harm anybody. So it's like, all right, yep. How much do you really care about this girl? I'm gonna send you out. You know what I'm
And do
saying? Like,
you and like again is that
I don't know. I don't know if it's a
like
good plan or not, but
right? So then do you then as Rhaenyra trust everything she's telling you? Like how do you verify the facts of information? Like like
well, that's the thing.
do you let
Like
one thing come true and then like the next thing must happen? Like I'm curious how you like
well,
navigate those waters. Like
I think she wants. I think though she wants an explanation of like and something further to prove her own legitimacy. You know what I mean? Like, what did you see? Like, have you like she wants to like have you seen me in some of your images
interesting.
and visions and dreams or whatever? So I think it's also too to help her kind of like make her feel comfortable and set her own legitimacy in stone.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's like, all right, well, if I know the prophecy or pieces of it, like then it can make sense. And it's like, all right, this is what it was supposed to be. Like I'm not in the wrong place.
Right.
Yeah, she wants to even know if she probably wants to know if she died.
If her story lines up with Helena's, that lines up with Daemon, then it has to be right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another bit on Rhaenyra. She gets her first cut on her pinky finger from the throne. Omens are there.
Tetanus. Tetanus.
Is the throne? Yeah, the throne knows. And so, just an interesting that kind of another mistake I think she made this episode is just getting up and walking out on the commoners. They don't have wax for their candles. They don't have food, and I think the one lady said is one of their daughters or women were kidnapped in the night and they haven't seen her since.
I'll give you a prayer.
Right. I'll just light a candle for that bitch. Next, what else we got? And so here's my question there. Was that what White Worm was doing with the guard, looking down at the one maid lady? She was like, that's her. It's two of them. Let me know when it's done. Situation. I wasn't sure where that task within the episode lied. I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, there might be something further to that, but yeah, okay. It was just interesting too because Rhaenyra asked her, and she's lying.
And Rhaenyra doesn't have that sense though to she just takes people's right. Yeah, that's the one thing about Rhaenyra.
She's a woman. I'm a woman. We made out before. Why wouldn't I trust her? She's like the only person on my council that has an idea. And yeah, right.
Yep. So she just takes her word at face value, and not even doesn't even stare at her long and to see if she's lying. But she is kind of like, well, you didn't know,
right?
You weren't. No, I didn't know. And then she's like, okay, all right. And then. Yeah. But it's like, oh, girl, yeah, I told you, but Masari, she gonna fuck around and find out, man, and she don't do her job, bro.
Right. Yeah, Masari is just interesting to see where she ends up. I feel like I was gonna say this about the who's the chubby guy on the panel,
Manderlin.
Yeah. I would imagine that if there's ever a siege or a huge corruption or riots in the streets, people in the castle, fires everywhere of King's Landing, and Daemon passed him in the hallway, he would just cut his head off on the pass. As soon as Daemon sees him, it's on sight. And he's like, shwing! And no one will see it, no one will be around, no one will care. And that would just be Daemon's kind of ultimate ending with that kid. I don't know, that would be funny to me. Yep. Okay, so yeah, more to see where that kind of comes, where that story goes, probably before the end of the episode. And so cutting to our next batch of characters, or let's just talk about Alyn in general. He's got a task. He's got to go ask Daddy for some more Valyrian troops because we don't have enough gold cloaks to protect the city. And when Rhaenyra pitched that idea to the small folk, they didn't seem too thrilled about.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know.
Well, I think
tension between the races or something. I don't know.
No, I didn't think it was. I actually didn't think it was that. Initially, I was like, oh, maybe it's that. But I think they realized they're too far away. It's gonna take too long, for them to come.
I see. So I see. Yeah, right. It's gonna take at least 3 weeks to get Valyrian soldiers here, and by that time, we're gonna be dead, starving.
And they might even look at them as bro, these are pirate. These are guys are on the sea. These are Navy men. What they gonna do on land, bro? What they how they gonna help us? Yeah. But I think it has more to do with my inference was that. It's just gonna take too long because it's well, what are we gonna do in the meantime?
Right.
You're gonna send them? Yeah, no, but you supposed to have a force ready. Supposed to have a backup reserve or something like that.
Just gonna light a candle, bro.
But if our reserve is gonna take a couple weeks to get here, how many of us got to die?
Right. Right. Yep.
So yeah, I think it was more about that.
Yep.
than the fact that they might be black, whatever.
So before Alyn sets out to find his grandpapa, he passes Baela in the dragon den, taking a little nap.
But let's go back before that. So he does see Corlys, and Corlys he's still bitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Alyn kind of points out, it's like, bro, like you still
Oh, that's
on this,
right.
man?
He saw his dad first. I'm sorry.
And he's like,
Yo, he hit him.
he's like, well, she keeps asking about this, whatever. But like, you gonna do something for her, and she didn't want to legitimize you,
right?
And there's the line he said, but how long did it take for you to legitimize me?
Yep.
And then it was like, I was like, ooh,
speechless, bars. I said, oh, he got him.
Corlys was like,
he shook. He's like, all right, maybe we'll just wrap this up and head home. Like that was enough, I think, to reel him back in and like smack him over the head. Like, bitch, just stop. Let's get back to work. Like, stop these silly goose hanging games.
Stop whinging and whatever. You know what I mean?
You winch.
Cut it out, man. Like you were never there for me, so like it's gonna take her some time. You know what I mean? And if it takes her a month, 2 months, a year, I'm not mad. Like I have a purpose now.
Right. He's chilling.
Bro, I'm a grown man and you just now got on board. Right. So relax. Relax.
And that scene too, just the scene of the bodies hanging from the trees is just kind of just a chilling, like, just coming across that, like, in the middle of the night would just probably be one of the most terrifying things. I assume that's the point, to send a message, or I don't even know. I'm surprised that Corlys, like, isn't like, hey, Rhaenyra, we have, like, a pile of bodies, we need a dragon to burn them, like, kind of situation where we're spending the time and energy to hang them from trees is an interesting statement in itself. So then, so he talks to his dad and he gets back to tell Rhaenyra the news, and now he runs into our girl, man. And I mean,
I thought, we thought one way, then we thought another way.
The brothers are battling, right? The brothers.
Oh my God.
And I mean, dude, man, just in this moment with her, like flirting with him and her blonde hair, Shorty was looking good. Like
she wasn't good. She was like, I know you tired.
She said,
I know you tired. I know you weary from all this.
She said, "You're dutiful." Now that is, I have pointed that as the male equivalent to beautiful. So if your girl does not start calling you dutiful every morning every night before you go to bed, you let her know, like, bitch, you beautiful. I'm dutiful. Like,
dutiful.
I mean,
right? I take care of business. Like, I like how you take care of business, man. You a man's man. I like that about you.
Up.
And like, I know you tired from all this because I'm weary, but like, I know you weary. So like, let me make you feel better.
He said for her to go to.
He's like, oh no, I think you go to bed. Go to bed.
And
girl,
he said go to bed a few times, and I was waiting for her to say come with me. It would have. It was interesting. Did the kiss seem? Did it seem a little awkward? How did we feel about the chemistry?
Well, for me, it's always awkward because I start. My head starts calculating, like, all right, well, that's
the niece of the cousin of the grandson.
Is that his niece? Is that his?
Because her grandfather is his father, so I think they're second something. Right, they're related. They're related.
Yeah, they're related. Yeah, and it's like, oh my God.
I think let's just get over that at this point, right? Like we can't. I don't even know who's related. We do anymore, have to get over it, but it just.
I'm more mad about. I'm not mad at the show. I'm more mad at George. Like, bro, why? Come on, man. Like, why was that part of your fantasy, bro? Like, why was that part of your thing where all these incestuous people like just continue to mate and like
it's
and then across generations too. Like it's not even just like same age cousins. You know what I mean?
Yes. Now I don't know fully. I'm not into that realm of politics or what's going on anywhere else in the world because this country's on fire constantly. But I'm almost positive, hasn't it been the same family like on the throne over in England for like a couple hundred years? Like,
well, they always have, like, it's always one person, but then that's why it's like a controversy whenever these guys get wives because like they want to make sure it's the right girl. You know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, we can't just extend our family to anybody. Like, Kate Middleton got a lot of flack. You know what I'm saying? Well, the other one, the what's the other one?
It's Kate and Harry.
The actress girl, like, you know what I mean? But then Princess Diana used to get a lot of flack too when we were young. Like she was in the news because like she was she was beautiful and popular, or whatever. But like it was because like they didn't rock with her like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why she was also in the news too. And her husband Charles was cheating on her like all crazy,
to the point
and
where
she was a little more vocal about it. And so so yes, it is the line, but like I don't know if it's been too much like cousin on cousin and stuff like that though.
Okay, interesting.
Maybe way before, but I think modern times, like where the crown doesn't like have the same power, I don't think it's as much. You know.
Yep. Let's just. I'm just curious about what this storyline is for. Rhaena, getting slapped by the Lady of the Vale. Like I told you not to show your face, kind of situation. Like. Why is she still there? Like she can't go anywhere else in the world. Like the mental strain, I guess, surrounding this little girl is I kind of feel bad for her. Like I don't like you could go anywhere. Like what? But you're in the mountains eating berries. I guess that's where Sheep Stealer likes to sleep. So that's where she has to like kind of go. I'm not sure. And like maybe if she goes like to the beach, he's just gonna fly back to the mountain, and then she's never gonna get back to that maybe kind of situation. So just interesting to see how much longer we see her up on the mountain.
I know, and well, in the Lady of the Vale, just the way she's like painting this picture of like, like you know you're doomed when you go, and I'm thinking like, why does everybody have this doomsday like opinion about what's gonna happen to Rhaena if Rhaenyra finds out? Like why? Like like we've talked about this several episodes. Like I think Rhaenyra is not the craziest person in Westeros.
Right.
Like, so yes, she is going to be sad. She might not talk to her. Like, she might give her the cold shoulder for a while, like she's been doing with Baela.
Yes.
But like, I don't think she's gonna kill her.
Or even two. Right. So one, she's not gonna kill her because she's Daemon's daughter. Like that wouldn't obviously fly anywhere. And two, she can't even. We've seen her now for a second with her son, little baby Joffrey, since he's been there. No interaction, no love from mother. She can't even look at him, and he didn't even do anything. So at the very least, she's just not gonna look at. She's probably gonna talk to you. It's probably gonna be a real awkward conversation. Like, I'm sorry, Your Grace. Listen, here's the situation. And they'll have some words, and it'll be, she might slap her too, but other than that. Like,
she might punt. Like, she might have to sit down for a little while. You know what I mean?
Or maybe she's afraid that she'll take her dragon and send her to Essos.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
It could, but in a
but like maybe your dragon needs some training. Maybe you do need to come home. I mean, we need somebody to break this dragon in, man, a little bit. You know what I mean? So,
which is another thing, right? They can't take a wild dragon to the dragon pits of King's Landing. It would probably be treacherous. Okay, interesting. We'll see. Okay, who else do we have to talk about? Aemond Targaryen.
He's Alys Rivers, man. She's sinking her claws deeper in, man, and she got that. She got her man.
Yeah,
she got her man.
She said, "What could my boy want more for anything on his birthday than a fresh case of Dragonfires? A little couple of eggs." And so according to lore, just for those who may or may not know, Dragonfire, of course, an ancient dragon to the Targaryens,
I thought you said Dreamfire.
Dreamfire. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dreamfire, laid a prefla of nest of eggs, in the time of the history of the realm. So the eggs that Aemond just received, were from a separate batch. These are not Dany's eggs. These are not Game of Thrones, Targaryen eggs. So, but her eggs from the main Game of Thrones series are from another batch that Dreamfire laid. So all related, kind of within the same family, but different batch of eggs. And I mean, what better way to a Targaryen boy's heart than to present him with 6 dragon eggs? So my first question was, and obviously the answer is no because of magic, but like, these eggs don't expire. don't need to be under constant watch and heat. They can just sit in a crate at Harrenhal for Lord how knows how long. They were sitting at Daemon was there and he didn't know about these 6 eggs. They're just there, I guess, until they're fermented with dragon fire or something.
Well, remember it was like a weird, the way those eggs hatched was that all that blood magic that happened with Daenerys, whatever. Like if they don't do that ritual, then we might not ever, see dragons, whatever. And obviously Alys has magic, but she doesn't have knowledge of that, whatever, of that kind of power to summon these eggs to hatch or grow. So yeah, but it was interesting. Like she comes with her gift, you know what I mean? Her dowry, like, all right, this is what I got for you. And he was hooked, man.
Smitten,
and finally getting a piece that's not
his mom.
Finally getting a kiss from somebody who's appropriate to kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what better way?
Not a prostitute, not a, you know what I mean? Not a mother, you know what I'm saying?
And what better way to have that be your first time with her, and then you wake up in the morning and your mother's standing outside your bedroom door. So interesting to see how that all plays out.
I know, because then he might be like he'll take it as he got caught by his woman. You know what I mean? Like he'll be guilty. You know what I mean? When he should just stand on it, like, yeah, mom, like this is my bitch, like this is my
right.
this is my new girl. Like,
I mean, we'll see where that goes with those two.
But yeah, he was spotted by some little boy, and then they got him out of here.
Didn't have to do that, did they? Just poor little boy.
So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus. I was like, oh, Aemond's gonna get him. Maybe not. Maybe he'll just run away. And then she comes in with the 1-2 stab. I mean, yeah. That was gnarly. Okay, I think the only other thing we need to talk about is the ending of the episode. Ormond.
Let's get to the dragon seeds, and then we can. Okay. Then we'll talk about
Tumbleton,
all the high towers. And
okay,
stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So dragon seeds are done. They are building us up and leading us down the path of you watch these two, because Ulf and now that. Oh, now that Hugh is just being rejected from his wife, bitch, you smell like a dragon. I don't want you sleeping in my bed.
You smell different. You smell, is that what that is? That's dragon.
I mean, this is typical Camelot, Knights of the Seven Kingdom kind of storytelling. Guy goes off to battle. The wife thinks he's dead, either whether she moves on or not. Then he comes back. Tom Hanks on the island. You were dead. I moved on. You can't just expect me to
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. Yeah. The war story. And it's and when he does, the man comes back and he's like, babe, I'm a hero. I have a medal of honor. I have a dragon and a queen that is setting us up for life. You're here as a prisoner. Let's go. Come with me. Get on the back of Vermithor. We're rocking and rolling. And she's out. She's she's pissed about it.
Well, I would be pissed too, because it's not even just that he was not there. She alludes that things have happened to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When she was out on the road. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, what do you, I mean, bad things can happen to women on the road. And he's like, have something happened? And she said, many things, motherfucker. And then so, bro, if hearing your woman
especially
tell you that,
with the triarchy running around, Lannister army, okay.
Well, and even just we seen with the Hightower, and that's something that Daeron alludes to, whatever. These Hightower soldiers, whatever, these are not honorable men at all, man. As much as they praise the faith and all that, whatever. Yeah. They're savages, whatever. So it's a lot of. So his instinct is let's get the fuck up out of here. But then she's not she's hurt. She's hurt. So she's like, no, I'll just stay here and suffer. Whatever.
So now Hugh has an even bigger reason to be mad. And man, my boy Ulf, he won it. He's like, look, man, I'm on a break. I'm on my 15 minutes. I hop back to the city, had a couple ales with the boys. Bitch, what are you doing down here?
Why are you here? What are you
the
doing
king
there?
consort. You in the streets with killers on the loose is worse than all. Oh, right. But you can't backtalk him.
But I'm actually working though. Daemon was working.
True. This is true.
Office not working right now. Office, you don't get 15 minutes, man. He's just like, man, I can't even have an ale with the boys, man. Like,
and for the second time, he's physically abused.
Trying to get in Hugh's head, like, yo, has this even benefited you at all? And then he's just like, not really, but
right.
But also, would you go back? And then Opha's like,
well,
nah, you're right. I wouldn't go back to my old life either.
Well, and what we also have to remember too is that in order for Ormond to be successful, he was counting on Vhagar to be backed by his army, and that is not a thing. So what better way than to add 2 more dragons onto your team than offer house gold with Daeron's face on it and lordsmanship once we get back to Old Town and Daeron's on the throne. So the persuasion, we'll see. Maybe next week. I don't know. But curious to see where their relationships and their allegiances lie. Let's cut to Aegon real quick because we only had one scene really with him burying the body from last week and just asking Lord Tyrion Lannister, Tywin, sorry, which, if he was a good guy to get the same answer from Lars and just this kind of
Tylen was like struggling.
He was like, but good and bad in all of us, Your Grace.
Everybody's good and bad, man. Right. Everybody's good and bad. He was like, all right, well, let's go to Essos then. Let me get the fuck out of here. He's like, it was not the answer that he was looking for, but he's like, yeah. And it's funny too. Yeah, is this the first instance of somebody trying to bury a body? Like, I don't think, like, other than funerals, like, I don't really, like, we haven't seen this, I feel like, in the Westeros world, like, dead body, people trying to hide their body. And like he digs that thing 2-3 feet deep, and it's funny too.
Not at all. There's gonna be a hump.
Lars is like this, like he's just a delegator, and he's like, motherfucker, unless you about to shovel this shit, he's going in the way. Like, we don't have forensic people here. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, if somebody finds him later, we're already out of here. Like, we ain't got time to be digging 6 feet deep ditches, bro. Like,
I like him. I like him.
Can you do this?
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Lars,
back up.
Lars.
Back up.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, all right. Let's just break down the bread and butter. Ormond Hightower.
Wow, this was so revealing, man. Everything about this. We learn a lot.
We learn a lot. Wow. So Gwayne gets back. He's dirty. Gwayne gets back from the battle, and he's like, look, J. Cole's out there. He's still fighting. They don't know he's dead yet. He's still trying to figure it out and basically just live out his days in battle and glory. So they're not coming. And I'm here because what else are we going to do? I got things to do back at home, and I'm better off there. So what's the point? I don't know if you caught it in this scene. Even while he was sitting in his chair sniffing his little perfume thing, when he got up, boy Ormond had like 6 incense burning, like six incense sticks burning. Like, so it must be like pure, like, I don't even know what you would call it. Like, it probably smells insane in there.
It's booming. It's booming.
Yeah. And so, it's this little kind of spickle spackle back and forth between Gwayne and Ormond. Obviously, Ormond's in power, Gwayne's second in line. So it's kind of that Daemon Viserys kind of relationship.
Ormond is the bully of the family.
Yeah.
He's been the bully. You know what I mean? And Gwayne has kind of like, and also because it's second line, but also Gwayne is a knight. You know what I mean? So it's like you already have like less power, or you don't have as much advancement, you know what I mean? Because then you would have to like, to not be a knight anymore, you had to, you already said the vow and all that, whatever. Yep. And it's funny because Ormond tries to play him like, what you doing back here? Like, why why you back here? And he's like, bruh, I was not about to be on this guy. Like, you don't understand, man. This guy was on a suicide mission.
He would have been dead.
I'm not with that, bro. Like, so I came back. Like, so what's up? What's the plan? Like, let me get cleaned up, but like let's figure some stuff out. And he's trying he could tell he's flexing on them a little bit. Ormond is, and then then we just get a lot of reveal though.
So in that moment,
when he talks to Daeron, so Daeron he really loves Gwayne. I mean, that's his like big brother, even though it's his uncle.
Yeah,
that's his big brother. That's who he looks to protect.
Yeah,
protect him, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you can't leave. You left me, and you're about to leave again. Like, what the fuck, whatever." But then Gwayne is trying to build Daeron up, and he's like, "Yo, man, what you doing? Like, why you acting like this? Like, this is not who you are, man. You acting like a bitch. Like you fawning and you." And he's like, "Yeah, but you know how he is, man." And like, yo, he said something that made me think, like, yo, what do Ormond be doing? Like,
so a couple of things. So before, as they were leaving the room, and Ormond told Daeron to go like see Gwayne to his quarters, make sure he gets cleaned up. He makes a joke. He's like, and Daeron, backs to the wall. Mind your business now, because Gwayne's gay. It was a gay joke. Ormond was saying, "Hey, don't drop the soap while you're in the shower with Gwayne, because he'll probably get you."
I forgot about that.
I'm wondering if then, based on the conversation that Daeron and Gwayne had in the hallway, one, by the way, y'all just turned around the corner. He can hear you. Like, can he not? I felt like they were right there. Like they weren't being discreet at all. Besides the point, whatever. But I felt like maybe before Daeron kind of came along, Gwayne was Ormond's kind of whipping boy. And
that's what I'm saying. That's why Ormond is the family bully.
Right. Yeah, and so it's like you left me to him, and now he's abusing me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a touchy no there.
That's what I'm saying. It made it seem like that, and then Daeron says something about it. Yeah, and you know how his men are. His men are savages, and so it made me think like, do they be? Yeah, I don't know, man. Is Daeron safe? I mean, Daeron doesn't seem safe with these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of like alluding to like stuff, and I was like,
Yep. And so then we get cleaned up, and it's supper time. Gwayne and Ormond, Daeron, little Hightower kind of reunited, little band of brothers kind of family dinner, talking about the great hands of the king, and how choosing Lord Corlys as Rhaenyra's hand was what he admitted was a solid idea, right? And then Darren's like, well, what about Otto? What about Grandpa? And he kind of laughed and whatever, snickered at him. And then the Baratheons storm in, dirty, muddy, got mud shit on their boots. Daeron can barely stand to be, or not Daeron. Ormond can barely stand. to be near
Ormond.
them.
I was laughing. I was so funny because he was like, "Oh hell no!" Like he backed away. Like he was up front. Yeah, they're all muddy and shitty, whatever. And then he's like, "All right, let me get back here." He goes all the way back to his desk, whatever, and just like he wants no parts of this. Like he's like, trying to get them cleaned up, whatever, trying to hear their story, and he's buying it. I mean, because
he's like, Baratheon spending the knee to you, not Rhaenyra. Yeah.
Yep. So he's buying it. He's with it, and because this is after the Baratheons already went to King's Landing, and then we learn that Boris Baratheon, like he's unavailable because he's trying to fight off the Vulture King, whatever, in the Red Mountains, whatever. And like I do remember hearing like in the Fire and Blood and stuff like that. I do remember hearing that name, but like a lot of different people have held
taken
that title. Yes. That title.
Yeah.
And it's just like a rogue guy that like fight. I forget who the Vulture King fights against, whatever. But it's a lot of people. So then when I first seen the Baratheons, I was like, damn, they really are. Damn, like they're slimy. I was like, I can't stand these Baratheons, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, they really going to back these guys, whatever. And and it was just Gwayne though, man, because he's a knight, because he's actually in the field, right? He's actually outside. He's actually battled with these people. He's been in
tournaments. He knows the lords. He knows the knights. Yep.
He gets a sense, and he's like,
he grabs that steak knife and just starts wailing. And
everybody's like, "Whoa, what the fuck you doing, Gwayne?" And he's like, "These motherfuckers is trying to kill us." And then he lets them have it, man. And then Ormond's just standing back, and then he projectile vomits, like,
yes, he can't say the smell of blood, the smell of shit, the smell of dirt, grime. Like it probably smells terrible in there now.
Yeah.
So much to the point that he just throws up his dinner.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
My God.
Bro. And yeah, so
Is
it's like, yo, are you even? Can you even like? Can you fight, bro? Like, I mean, can you
I don't think
stand
so.
to be? Can you even stand to be? Like, you look strong as hell in that
Yeah.
armor. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you look tough as hell in that armor. But like,
I don't know if we've actually
when it,
seen him fight.
yeah, when it comes down to it, like, are you even about that life for real?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't
I
seem like it.
Yeah, I just feel like it would be just like, can we not come up with some like mustard gas stink bombs just to toss in his room and call it a day? I think that would probably take him out. Like, I mean, just projectile vomiting would.
Did you
I
notice that the Baratheon assassins when they introduced Daeron though they looked shocked like did they do
Yeah,
you think they would because I'm
and
believing
that's
that they are Baratheons so I was like are they shocked
I think that
that it's a boy or are they like shocked like damn we got to kill a boy like damn
I think it was half. I think it was half and half. They didn't know who Daeron was. His last name's Targaryen, so he had brown hair. So maybe they were
yeah
expecting blonde. That's why they asked where he was. Like, where's Daeron Targaryen? And he's like, right here. So
yeah
and I think that might have maybe been a bit of a giveaway for Gwayne as well.
yep
But
yeah because like why wouldn't you know
yeah,
what color hair Daeron Targaryen has yeah
right. Yeah, I'm not too sure there on the speculation and the looks, but it was. I mean. Just an overall MVP performance from Gwayne. I mean,
yep
he's obviously probably going to stay for the Battle of Tumbleton. We'll see where his fate lies next episode because I don't think he's going to leave now that this has happened because it is clear that Ormond almost dropped the ball, and if it wasn't for Gwayne showing up, the
yeah
whole thing would have been over.
has been
So
over so yeah it was a good attempt
yeah,
by Rhaenyra
yeah,
to make that play out, whatever. But just the failed execution of it. Um, One last thing in this scene for me was just it was Daeron asking about his mom, man. Like I
yes,
mean, so he misses her, man.
yep,
Like he's
yep.
like, yo, you see my mom?
And that's why I think Gwayne is
How's she
staying.
doing? Like
Yeah.
what's like, yo, how's my mom?
Because
Like you know,
yep. And I think when Gwayne was ready to leave and telling Daeron like, "Yo, just go be his boy, like go do what you got to do and let him put you on the Iron Throne." I think that was Gwayne assuming that Daeron had been flipped by Ormond. I think
yeah,
Gwayne assumed that Daeron was flipped. He's now on Ormond's side. He has no friend in him, so he's just going to leave and go back to Hightower because he's second in line. So it'll be his job as soon as Ormond's dead anyway. So he's going to bounce.
yeah,
But then when he like kind of showed his emotions and was like, "You got to get me out of here. You got to help me." And by the way, have you seen Mom? Like that, I think, is what kind
yeah,
of flipped the switch for Gwayne in order to stay. I got to protect this kid, get him back to his mom. He's innocent. He doesn't belong here, kind of situation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
So
so the
that was good though.
final scene of the episode, man, is just a cut back to Corlys. And we see him telling his men like, look, I think our job's done. They need protected in the city. Let's go back and do our job there. Obviously what Alyn said to him like, yo, you're mad at her for not legitimizing us.
Yep.
It took you 25 years, so let's just cool
Yeah.
the shit. So now Corlys is ready to go back and help. And I see that haircut. I saw that haircut from a mile away.
Oh yeah, the bank. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Cool.
that's Ormond's man. Like, yep.
And they got him. And
I don't.
so we see his men getting killed or hearing them getting killed, but it is weird to presume that I think Corlys has just been kidnapped.
Yeah, I think kidnap. Yeah, because Corlys is a character. Like
Yeah.
he lives a long time,
Yeah.
bro. Like in the books and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, and he is actually mad old. He's older than what he's supposed like how he's depicted. Like obviously because black don't crack. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But like I think Corlys in the book, I think he's like a 75-year-old man, bro. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say.
like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
old as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but like this guy looks like he's in his 50s, maybe
Right.
40s or stuff like that. Like. So yeah, it's like Corlys. Yes, he's so yeah. We got to see where that leads us, and And yeah, how'd they get the drop on them? You know what I'm saying? How'd they know? I guess with the assassination attempt, I think Ormond's men were just on guard, like, oh, we gotta see what the fuck is out here. And yeah, they found the Velaryon men.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, so penultimate episode next week.
Wow.
Wow. I'm thinking, so we're about 99.9% sure it's going to be the Battle of Tumbleton. Multiple dragons. I don't know if we're going to see any fall from the sky. I don't know what's going to happen. Probably a lot of fire. Probably a lot of things that Rhaenyra wish probably wouldn't. But a penultimate episode, I think nonetheless. So I'm curious to see where we go. I didn't know when Cole was gonna eat it, so I wouldn't have predicted that it would have been in this episode. I was thinking maybe next.
In the first 5 minutes, wow.
Yeah. So
Loved it.
So this, like I said in the beginning of this episode, man, this season is certainly I think overall just going to rank higher than potentially, dare I say, definitely season 2, maybe the first one as well. But it's so far so good. Amazing television. Any predictions? What do you think we'll see next week?
I think because I feel like they do a good job of like hiding stuff in the previews. Like the previews don't really give us, but I think maybe Rhaena makes an appearance. Maybe she finally shows her face.
She just fucks everything up at the Battle of Tumbleton again with Sheep Stealer. She just she gets another.
I think at the very, because we're not gonna get the battle quite yet, maybe, but like I don't know if it's gonna happen next episode. It might save it to the end. Okay. But I think I think the Greens are gonna, or the Blacks are gonna get some control about what's happening in the city. I think somebody's gonna come or whatever. They're gonna get some reinforcements. Maybe hopefully the Riverland people can get there. But I think they're gonna shore that up and then maybe reestablish the city watch somehow. That's what I'm hoping that happens. Like at least one thing off of their checklist. But yeah, Battle of Tumbleton. So is that like, does Aemond make an appearance over there? Is he still recovering?
I don't believe so. I don't think he does. I know a couple different things about the battle, but I don't believe Aemond is involved. I think at least 2 out of the 3 dragon seeds. I'm not sure if Adam shows up or not. I believe that they're involved. I think Daemon's involved. Daeron, obviously, probably he's in Tumbleton, so I think he technically has to be there, but I'm not sure what Ormond will do with him if fire starts to rain. You know, we got to protect the boy at all costs, so they might just put him down in the dungeon with his dragon. I don't know. So yeah, I think if I had to predict, I think we're going to lose a dragon. I don't know whose it'll be. That's my prediction. So we'll see there. So man, until next time, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still listening, do us a favor, hit subscribe, hit the like button, all the links down in the description below, especially follow us on Instagram at Recap and Record. My name's Levi. That's Los. We're going to do this again next week. We'll see you later, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.